Hey guys, Gina with Sidewalk Talk. Today I'm here with Virtual Riot.
Again!
We're gonna go over your fan questions on Twitter. Pauline Herr, can we eat bratwurst and speak German together?
It's gotta be vegetarian bratwurst, but then I'm down.
Where did you get your inspiration from?
From like all kinds of movies and other people's music mostly. Like I always feel like when I make a song, there's like for every song I can say like, oh, the inspiration for this was this other song, and then to me it always is like sounds like I ripped it off, and then other people are always like, oh no, not at all. That's so far away from it. But it usually always comes from listening to other people's music and then being like, oh fuck, I wish I made that. But if I made it, I would do it this way, and then. That's where the inspiration comes from.
How?
Why?
Just how? Question mark?
Perseverance and Fruit Loops every morning.
Fruit Loops?
Yes, this as the cereal. But the European version, the American, has too much sugar.
Why the F is he so good?
I wouldn't consider myself that good yet. There's still improvement. I still learn something every day.
What's something you learned yesterday?
What did I learn yesterday? I learned how to process a drum kit that we recorded with about 12 mics in my new studio in downtown. So that was fun. I usually don't get to do like a lot of instrument recordings, so that's always super cool.
Can we expect the new sample pack soon?
Yes, we are working hard on Spicy Rhythm Drums Volume 2 with Mode Step. We've finished all the recordings, so now it's up to me to start going through them and cataloging them, and that's going to be a lot of work. I will be busy with this for the next couple of weeks probably.
When are you doing more live streams?
When I got the time. I gotta make the sample packs, you know. So I can't live stream the next couple of weeks. There's probably, by the time this is up, the stream has probably happened, but I think in a week or something I'm playing an Insomniac live stream show. Yeah.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Mayonnaise was always an instrument.
What?
No, you probably would get some sounds out of mayonnaise, but I would rather eat it. I'm a big fan of mayonnaise since I'm European. German, McDonald's mayo.
How much time do you spend in the studio?
If I do, then it's probably always like 5-6 hours a day, but I try to take off days to spend time with my friends and my wife.
That's important.
Yeah.
If Anime Expo is happening this year, will you be going?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
I would love to. I think someone was planning some sort of live show as well with DJs. Like I remember Porter played like a few years back, and then they kind of didn't do any like DJ thing for a couple of years, and then the first year I went in like 2017 or something, I saw Teddy Lloyd and Yasutaka Nakata play there because they had like a little DJ showcase of Japanese DJs in the Microsoft Center, and that was pretty cool. But that wasn't like a real party. It was a little awkward in terms of the setup. So it could be done a lot cooler. And I would love to help out and be a part of that.
Wink, 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 wink. Which mobile game do you want to collab with?
I was thinking of making like sounds for mobile games, like a sample pack, just of like the sounds of when you like collect coins or gems or whatever, or if you like tap on the buttons, because it's so satisfying.
Hi. Huh? Oh,
it's a trap.
What kind of cookie?
I'll try one.
It's Oreo, chocolate chip cookie dough, and brownie.
Sick.
You sure? Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Just got a cookie. Is it good?
Damn.
No, bye-bye.
Wait, can you just like split
They're
it
fucking
in half?
amazing.
What are your sauce stack layers?
What's a sauce stack like? Yeah, what is it? Is it like a fat rack?
I don't know. I'm not very. I don't know this terminology.
So there was this plugin recently called the Sauce or something that got advertised a lot on YouTube, where it's just like you just put it on something and you click like one button and it'll like add an array of effects. So for putting a bunch of effects in a row, it's crazy how much you can get if you just put like a chorus, flanger and phaser in a row onto something. Like that can already get you pretty far in like turning a sample that you have into like something a little cooler.
This is a good question. Which is more important, being innovative or being consistent?
In my opinion, being innovative. Like consistency is maybe for some people like that is a kind of thing that works well for you in like your everyday work day, where you have to work for a movie or a video game or something and you have to deliver at that time, so you need like a consistent, or you have to produce a consistent output. But I personally always look for the artists that like put out maybe a few tunes a year, but then they're like always something really crazy or something I've never heard before.
About the album, will it only have melodic color-based stuff? Some of the IDs from the Insomniac livestream were fire and I can't wait any more for them.
It will probably have like a lot of different genres. It'll probably have drum and bass, jump up, glitch hop, complex stro, house, what else are we gonna do? Shoegaze.
Oh, cheese, why or why not?
Always cheese.
Always. What's your favorite type of cheese?
Smoked Gouda is pretty good. Yeah, especially the one in Japan, like the one you get at a kombini. Those little like packets of smoked Gouda pieces.
That's so good. I'm so hungry. Do you miss Germany sometimes?
Yeah, and the food. I've started ordering like snacks online from German like sellers that ship to America. I've like ordered, because I've had like repeating dreams of me entering a German gas station and like collecting all my favorite childhood snacks, and then going to the cash register, and then I'd wake up and I'd be so sad that I didn't have them. So I tried to look for like a service that can deliver them.
What is the most obscure VST you like to use when producing? What helps keep your creativity flowing when you feel you've hit a creative creative wall?
Yeah, a very I like going into Native Instruments Reactor, and then in there, like, this is something where you, like, this can spark a lot of ideas for you. Just going into like the Reactor native like factory library, there's so many weird synths in there, and they all have a bunch of presets in them, and I don't see them being used a lot, but there's like some potential in there. There's like a pre-version of Massive even in there that a lot of people don't know about. So Native Instruments Reactor is a really cool source for inspiration, and also pretty weird. There's a lot of user-made instruments as well, so you like never run out of content for it.
Anything in the works with Space Laces? He's crazy talented with sound design, and I fully think you two would smash it.
I think so too. Ian, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up, and we should start something if we can like do it over the internet. I don't think he's in LA right now. Like, I like to work in person more, but I think we can do something over the internet as well. I'll hit him up. I would love to, because I love his sound and his mix downs.
If you can collab with any artist right now, who and why?
I would really want to collab with Dylan Brady, because his sound design is pretty cool. Like, I've been listening to all his stuff, and it's very exciting, and I've been enjoying it a lot. And also, I think he's probably a good songwriter. I really started to get into like pop, like PC music, and Charlie XCX. That's someone I would really like to write for. I don't know how far out of reach that is.
What's it like being a God-tier DJ?
I am definitely not a God-tier DJ. There are so many better DJs than me. I didn't want to like be a DJ. That was like more a necessity at some point, because I wouldn't like get a lot of money from YouTube streams or something. So playing shows was sort of the move. And then I had to learn how to DJ. I started with a laptop and a controller. Actually, I had to get used to the DJs eventually. But I still want to eventually move the my live show to something with actual instruments and like a keyboard or something.
How to make a good build-up?
Try to find like other cool things that you can modulate over a long time, not just going up in pitch. Like you could have something modulate from very slow to very fast at the same time, or instead of pitching something up with just like a normal pitch shifter, you could use a frequency shifter. That's recently in rhythm like a trend. I also really like just putting a whatever into a sampler and then starting like a little loop and then changing the loop length so it goes faster and faster as it rises in pitch. So there's just like modulate as many things as you can over like a long time.
Best tips for mixing?
Get a good pair of headphones or a good pair of speakers. There are actually pretty affordable production speakers from, I think, Eve Audio is a nice company. I've tried them out at a few studios that had them, and so get good speakers, and then you can kind of train your ears. I think there are even like some programs where it like plays you a song and then it plays it to you back again with an EQ on it, and then you have to like figure out what did the EQ change just by using your ears. I think Isotope did that online. They had like a little course sort of where you had to like click, this is what the EQ did, and then they would play you like version A, version B, and at the end you could like win a prize or something if you did really good.
Succulent.
That's super cool.
How to make kick punch through loud drop?
There's a cool new plugin that I discovered recently by the company OX Sound, with O-E-K, I think is how you spell it, called Spiff, S-P-I-F-F, and it's a really nice transient designer, which will make your drums pop out super hard, and I've been enjoying it a lot. Been using it on like every track now, so check out Spiff.
Favorite plugin at the moment?
That one. No, so that one's pretty nice, and I've been rediscovering Harmor because I bought FL Studio. I don't know how to use FL itself yet, but I can open up Harmor inside of it and make sounds. So that's what I've been like practicing.
Who is the best starter Pokemon?
This is a difficult one. I would always say Pikachu because I couldn't decide between,
Pikachu?
Yeah, I couldn't decide between the three. I'd probably go for a Bulbasaur.
News on the Zed collab?
Not yet.
How many OTTs in a rack though?
3 is the magic number. I know Eliminate likes to use 8, but I have scientifically evaluated that after 3 there's no more change in the quality of the sound.
Will you be my dad?
I'm too young to be a dad.
Okay, well, is there anything you miss about Germany? Is it the food?
The snacks, for sure. The public transportation. I mean, Uber here is great and it works fine, and I need to get my ass up and get a driver's license over here. I have a German driver's license, of course, but it's like not valid anymore after half a year if you're like here for over 180 days. So now I have to get one over here and do it all again. And I haven't yet. I've been dreading it. I should though. I'd probably save a lot of money.
Who has better fries, Wendy's or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Yes.
For sure.
The McDonald's.
They're even great like the next
We're
day.
about to hit. What's your zodiac sign?
Cancer. I'm not too much into that, so I don't know any details.
Is there anything about the industry you wish someone had told you earlier in your career?
I don't know. There were like lots of things I discovered here about like the scene, sort of, because there's like the rave scene over here is a lot different than the rave scene in Europe. I've also been really lucky to have managers who've been taking really good care of me, like from the start. So I've never had like bad experiences or something.
How does he layer shit? I always wonder mostly why layering though.
More is louder and better, and that's why you layer. You gotta layer, of course. But then also make sure it doesn't like clip too hard after layer, because it's gonna get louder. But yeah, no, never wrong. If you whatever you're layering, if it's drums, if it's synths, try doing some stuff with it, like one in the middle, one on the left speaker, one on the right speaker, or things like that.
Is there really a Skrillex collab?
Yeah, it's just not done yet. I have to hit him up. I'm always nervous. I don't want to call him because I don't want to like interrupt him if he's busy or if he's doing anything.
You're so like such a nice person. Okay, so this one, dear Virtual Riot, when I'm DJing, even when moments where I don't need to do anything, I feel pressured to act like I'm doing something because I feel like in a situation where they can see my hands, they'll think I'm not doing anything. Do you have any thoughts?
I try to beat this problem by just like always being busy loading up the next song and then also like immediately going into the next transition. I have this like very ADD play style where I might most of the time I'll play maybe 8, maybe 16 bars of a drop and then it'll go into the next song immediately, so I'm like always busy. Even though I'm using sync, like I still have so much to do with queuing up and transitioning that like I'll just be busy the entire time.
What song did you have the most fun making?
All of the Still Kids songs were really fun to make because I loved working with those vocalists back in Mannheim at the university. Those were really sick. The Flutter with Maddie was also super cool because we went to Icon to record the vocals in the studio there. That was kind of exciting. Yeah, so it's mostly the melodic songs. I need to make more of that kind of stuff.
I have so many questions. The best one I have to ask is, what goes on in your head?
Crazy.
You scared the hell out of me.
I'm so sorry. This tree looks kind of cool.
Is what goes on in your head whenever you listen to music?
I try to like analyze it sort of, but like subconsciously as well. Sometimes it's annoying because it'll like it'll be sometimes difficult to enjoy music just for itself without trying to like intellectualize everything and being like, oh yeah, it's this kind of rhythm and it's these kind of chords and this is what it would look like in the MIDI grid or something. Yeah, so I love finding music where that doesn't happen, which is why I listen to a lot of like drone which is like probably not everybody's kind of music, but I find it very relaxing.
Well, how do you avoid getting tired of a project and abandoning it?
Try setting yourself a timer, for example, for like, let's say 10 minutes. And if you're working on the drums for your project, after 10 minutes, stop that, work on like a different part of the song and keep doing that. So you keep switching around and keep working on different bits instead of getting stuck on like one thing and then suddenly you've spent like 2 hours on a one bass little note that like doesn't even matter that much. So yeah, that's like a technique that has helped me a lot.
Aw, this one's so cute. I wouldn't ask him a thing. Instead, I would say thank you for being one of the first artists I fell in love with and also helped me fall in love with the EDM community and inspired me to produce and DJ.
Oh, that always makes me really happy when I hear about people
I love that.
starting off from like listening to my stuff. That feels very nice. You make my heart feel warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, I love reading those things. Okay, last question. Would you ever do a production master class of some sort?
Probably rather that than like Skype sessions or courses like that, because I'd love to like prepare it more and edit it and make sure it's like good quality I feel like I would have to prepare a lot if I was to teach someone online or something.
But that was the last question. Thank you, Val, for doing the fan questions.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for asking all of your thoughtful questions and comments. But if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.